everyone. So aim of the experiment is to obtain the characteristics of FET. So before learning that, we should know how to identify the terminals of FET. So what is FET first of all? FET is a unipolar device. It is also a voltage control device. So there are mainly three terminals. So first you need to take the bottom view of the FET and then from the notch go in a clockwise direction. The first pin will be source and the next terminal drain and then is a gate. Finally there is one link which is not connected. So we are not going to use that terminal. So now let us move with the FET characteristics experiment. So this is the experimental setup. So here you are connecting FET and the FET what we have used here is a BFW10. You can use BFW11 also. You can note that we have used a N channel FET. So initially we get drain characteristics and then we go for transfer characteristics. So please look at the circuit. So initially we go for drain characteristics. Drain characteristic is nothing but we are going to keep VGS constant and we vary VDS. So this voltmeter now gives you VGS value and this multimeter gives you ID value in milliamperes and this gives you voltage of VDS. So now let me keep the VGS at 0 volt and let me vary the VDS. So I'll vary until I get 1 volt. So you can see the changes in the voltage and also the current. So for 1 volt I get somewhere around 6.5 milliamperes and similarly you can continue until FET starts conducting. That is mean ID in milliamperes will remain constant. So that occurs for a particular stage. Yeah, see, now the current has remained constant. Okay, so this is how you need to obtain the drain characteristic. So this is for VGS is equals to 0. The same experiment should be conducted again for VGS is equals to 1 volt. Actually it is VGS equal to minus 1 volt because connection is made so. And again the same thing has to be repeated for VGS is equals to minus 2 volt. So now we'll have a look at the tabular column. See, initially we keep VGS is equals to 0 volt and vary VDS in steps of 0.5 volt and obtain the ID value in milliamperes. Do the same for VGS is equals to minus 1 volt and VGS is equals to minus 2 volt. Finally, once you obtain that, plot VDS versus ID milliamperes. So you can see here, initially the transistor acts as a sample resistor. So the current increases linearly. At particular stage, the current remains constant. This is for 0 volt, 1 volt and minus 2 volt. So now we are done with the drain characteristics. Let us see how to get the transfer characteristics. Again back to the circuit. So in order to obtain drain characteristics, first let us keep VDS constant. Please do note, before we kept VGS constant and now it is a turn of VDS and vary VGS by 1 volt difference and please do note down the ID value. So you can see that ID is varying but here it is decreasing and the same you have to repeat for the next value of VDS. So that is almost for 3 volt let me increase VGS and you can see the current has dropped from 11.9 volt to 0 volt. So the same experiment has to be repeated for other values of VDS, that is 3 volt, 6 volt and 9 volt. And again in a tabular column note the values. Initially we keep VDS is equals to 1 volt, vary the VGS and write down the ID values. Similarly, VDS equal to 3 volt and for VDS is equals to 5 volt. Okay. So then next job is to obtain the transfer characteristics. What is transfer characteristic? It is nothing but the plot of ID versus VGS. ID is nothing but drain current, VGS is nothing but gate to source voltage. So for all the change in the VDS value, because we kept it 1 volt, 3 volt and 5 volt, we get a same plot. Once we obtain both drain characteristic and transfer characteristic, final thing to do is to obtain some parameters such as dynamic resistance, mutual conductance and amplification factor. So all these factors we obtain from the graph. So we need to obtain the slope of drain characteristics and it gives you mutual conductance. Dynamic resistance is nothing but the ratio of change in the drain to source voltage to the drain current. Mutual conductance is nothing but change in the drain current to the drain to source voltage. You can note that dynamic resistance is inverse of or reciprocal of mutual conductance. Finally, to obtain amplification factor of this particular FET. So that is obtained by multiplying the mutual conductance with the dynamic resistance, or it is nothing but the ratio of drain to source voltage to gate to source voltage. So this is all we have to do with this experiment. Thank you.